Well, when you have a loved one with dementia or even Alzheimer's, you wonder, like, what should we do together? Is there anything we can do together, or do we just sit around? Joining us today, she is the program manager with Alzheimer's Association Northwest Ohio. We've got Marybeth Torsell, and thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I guess that's what people worry about, maybe, you know, can we do anything? What do we do, especially as the disease progresses, right? I mean, and sitting around, I assume, is just not recommended.
It's not, and sometimes people just will, you know, sit their loved one in front of a TV, and watching TV is fine for a little while. I mean, especially if it's something that kind of calms them, you know, like if they enjoy watching old westerns or, you know, old musicals or whatever, then that's okay, but you should really try to find things to keep them engaged as much as you can. And it's you know, things that they used to do, just, you know, they can keep doing that until they can't, and you'll know when they can and can't do that. But just, yeah, it's better to keep them engaged.
All right. So, and like you said, you'll know when you need to transition. Well, okay, this is too much for them right now. So,
yeah, you can kind of gauge their, you know, if you can tell that something's making them anxious or something makes them sad, then, you know, maybe don't do that again. But if you can tell that something brings them joy, like putting on some music that they, you know, or if they used to play the piano, maybe they can't play, you know, Mozart anymore, but they could play something simple on the piano. Let them try that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the Alzheimer's Association does have some kind of tips and the things to talk about when it comes to, you know, keeping them active and busy. So let's go down the list, I guess, and check it out. All right. So bring the person's skills and abilities into the activity. So if they couldn't do it before, you probably don't want to bring something in that they
if they couldn't sew before, don't have them try to sew. Like, probably not wise to try to teach them that. But if they used to sew, you know, maybe they can't necessarily sew anymore, but there's like the, you know, activities that you can get, like the, you know, that don't have like the sharp needle, like, you know, I don't know what it's called, but you can, like, you know.
Right, I know, just something that's similar to it. Yeah,
Amazon.
You mentioned that. So you bring Amazon, they do have things that are nice to have, right?
They do. If you just go into Amazon and you search activities for dementia, you know, people with dementia, there is a ton of things that pop up.
Okay, and those are good activities to do with them.
Yes,
all right, very good.
Yep.
All right.
Watercoloring, you know, just painting with the water. Paint by color, number.
All right. And so sometimes do stuff that you don't need a lot of directions to do?
Yeah. So, you know, if it's something that, you know, they enjoyed, you know, like if you notice that they start setting the table on their own, you know, let them do that. Even if it's not time to eat, you know, let them do things. Kind of let them take the lead, too. You know, if it's something that they start doing and it's not going to hurt them, let them do it.
All right. And, you know, let them enjoy it. Like you said, if they start to get agitated, that's not a good thing. No one's enjoying it, right?
That's a good sign to not do it.
Okay, all right, and encourage this involvement daily. I mean, just don't like every once in a while. Well, it's time, you know. Do something every day.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something elaborate, but you should stick to some type of a routine. You know, if you've noticed that, you know, getting a bath is easier in the morning, then do it in the morning. Don't wait till evening time. But it's better to do something daily, even if it's not anything big and elaborate.
And maybe even kind of do things that are related to what they used to, their work life, right?
Yes. You know, if someone was a bank teller, for instance, maybe they would enjoy separating. Everybody has that jar of change. Have them separate, you know, the pennies and the nickels. Just be careful as the disease progresses. You know, they have a tendency to put things in their mouth, so kind of keep an eye on that. But, you know, if they like to do, if they were an office worker, maybe they would like to stuff envelopes or something. You know, give them something that they used to do in their work.
Right, yeah. If they were organizing or whatever, let them help and organize things.
You might have to reorganize it, but let them.
It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, exactly. All right. And of course, go to .org, and there's so many different materials and so much information about all these kinds of things.
There's a lot of information.
All right, very good. Keep the loved one engaged and active. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.